you, but I will say this, they were a little wound up in Springfield. So I want to test your pulse. Are you guys wound up to see Senator Cruz from Texas here tonight? United States Senator Roy Blunt here tonight to talk to you. You might have heard of him, and you might have heard he was a Navy SEAL. The next governor of the state of Missouri, Eric Greitens. A veteran of our armed forces. How do you like that? How do you like having a veteran for the governor of the state of Missouri? Well, how do you like to have a lieutenant governor that's a veteran of the armed forces of this country? I'm excited with the people we have. I've been traveling with all these guys, and I'm telling you, Missouri's going to set the stage for the future of our country. I truly believe that, and it's going to happen in southwest Missouri. Because I've got the chance to meet every one of our candidates. And let me just say these things about them real quick. I think all candidates are based on three fundamental things. Your Christian values, your moral values, and your love of this state and your country. If you got them in order, you'll be fine as the next elected official of this state. You know, I'm so proud to be the only candidate from southwest Missouri, from rural Missouri, that I want to say, to be an Army veteran, to be a past sheriff, to have 22 years of law enforcement in my background, to be a small business owner. I'm just so proud. But I really want to tell you a little bit about my opponent. And I always forget his last name, but it comes to me shortly. Russ Carnahan. Carnahan, that's it. The Carnahan legacy. Now I want to tell you what me and my colleagues are facing. Because we're all facing basically the same thing. So let me set the record straight here tonight. Russ Carnahan is a Hillary Clinton follower. Amen. How's that? Oh, it gets better. 99% of the time while he was in Congress, he voted with Barack Obama. 99% of the time. You see all these young people up front that I get to see? Let me tell you something else he did. When he was in Congress, under Democrat leadership, he gave these kids here something. $8.8 trillion in debt for a failed system called Obamacare. And let me tell you something else about Obamacare that my opponent supports. You know, you heard in the news that we're going to get 25% increases in the state of Missouri. All heard that? Forbes magazine today came out with an article, rural Missouri will suffer the worst. Ours will go up 50% under a failed system. You know my opponent has a rating of an F with the NRA? You have to work hard to get an F for the NRA in Missouri. I'm proud of my A+ rating, which is the highest rating you get. And I the co-sponsor of the Castle Doctrine in the state of Missouri to give every one of you the right to protect your family, your property, and yourself. My opponent also, for us in the agriculture world, and is proud of it as of 2 days ago when we were to debate, he's been endorsed by the Humane Society of the United States. One of the most radical left-wing organizations that's ever hit our state, and they have did nothing but attack agriculture in the state of Missouri. Nothing. Do we really want to follow down that road in the coming days to come on November the 8th? No! And let me tell you the reality of this election on November the 8th and how important it is to have Roy Blunt maintain to be our senator and all of our statewide offices to stay. But I truly believe we're at crossroads in this country. And I believe southwest Missouri will decide which direction we go. And most of you in this room will decide it tonight. Because me and Teresa has got to live the American dream. We started with nothing in our lives. Absolutely nothing. I come from a very humble beginning, so did she. Everything we've done in life, we've earned. We've worked hard for it. And we've been able to obtain those things because we believe in this country. We believe in freedom. We believe in religious rights. We don't need the federal government telling us when we can pray and when we can't. We don't need the federal government to tell us how to educate our kids in Missouri. We've got to figure it out. And we darn sure don't need the federal government to tell us which bathroom to go to. We've got to figure it out. started with nothing. I told you that. We've had very humble beginnings. We've been able to live the American dream. We've been very fortunate. We've been very blessed with our family, my grandkids, and to be able to live the life I live in this country. And for most of you here tonight, you have that same blessing with you. I guarantee you, most of you have had things that you've been very fortunate in your lives. But this election's not about me anymore. Truly not. I want to be the next lieutenant governor of the state of Missouri, not for Mike Parson, because it's not about me. It's not about any of these candidates that's going to come up here and talk to you. Let me tell you what this is all about, this election on November the 8th about. It's about the future of our country, and it's about the next generations. To make sure they have the same opportunities that all of us have had to be successful Missourians, to be successful Americans. That's what this election's about. It's about these young people down here on this front row. That's what it's about. This election is about preserving the freedom and the rights we have because people died on a battlefield for each and every one of us here tonight. That's what this election's about. We are going to sweep this state. Now, we're going to sweep the Republican Party, I'm telling you. I just talked to our next governor, Eric Greitens back there, and you know, he's military attitude about it, you know. I mean, you know, I'm an old sergeant in the Army, and he's a Navy SEAL, and we get all that, right? But here's my biggest fear. On November the 9th, I'm afraid Eric Greitens is going to call me at 0600 in the morning and tell me I've got to go to work. That's what's my biggest fear. Hey, listen, we got a great bunch of candidates you're going to hear from tonight. I want you to do me a favor. Senator Cruz. How big that state is, and he says it's a big old state. And he says people down there hoop and holler awful loud. And I said, well, Senator, let me tell you something. Show me states, pretty good too. So when he comes up here tonight, I want you to fire up a Missouri welcome from here. Thank you very much for being here tonight.